start the next topic, ratio. Before start the ratio, let's discuss some points. Suppose that there are two numbers 200 and 50. If we compare these two numbers 200 and 50, we conclude that 200 is greater than 50 by 200 minus 50 means 150. Okay. We compare these numbers by another method also, that 200 is 4 times then 4 times then 50. 200 is 4 times than 50 and 200 is greater than 50 by 150. Means there are 2 points to compare. So in this method we subtract the smaller quantity from the greater quantity. This means this is called the comparison by subtraction, and this is called comparison by division. So we conclude that we can compare two numbers by two methods: comparison by subtraction and comparison by division. So now we discuss only this point, comparison by subtraction. In this point we already discussed that 200 is 4 times than 50. 200 is 4 times than 50. To find out its mathematical relation, we write 200 upon 50 by division method. So 200 by 50. This is a fraction. This is a fraction simply. When we convert this fraction in its lowest term, we get 50 4 is 200, 4 upon 1. When we convert this fraction in its lowest term, we find 4 upon 1. It means first quantity, this is called first quantity and this is called second quantity, means first term and second term. So first term is 4 times then second. This relation, the lowest term of a fraction, is called a ratio. Is called ratio. When we compare two numbers by division method, then the relation of two numbers is called ratio, in which one quantity is divided by other. So simply if we talk about the definition of ratio, it will be the relation of two quantities obtaining on dividing one quantity by other. So one quantity on dividing one quantity by the other quantity, this is called a ratio. Ratio is the simplest form of fraction. There are different points related to ratio. So let's discuss all the points one by one. Take an example. This is 4 upon 1. This is a ratio. This ratio we can represent as 4 is to 1. 4 is to 1. Okay. So now in this ratio, in this expression, this term is called first term and this is the second term. First term of ratio is called antecedent. Suppose that this is A upon B. First term is called antecedent. Second term of ratio is called consequent. First term of ratio is called antecedent. Second term of ratio is called consequent. And one more important point related to the ratio, that there are these two quantities. Both the quantities must be of same kind and same unit. Both the quantities, suppose that take an example, this is 20 upon 7. So these both the quantities, both the terms must be of same kind and same unit. Same kind means if first quantity is of weight, another must be weight. If first quantity is of length, another quantity must be of length. It means both the quantities must be of same kind and same unit. Means if the first quantity's unit is kilogram, second quantity's unit must be of kilogram. If the first quantity's unit is in meter, second quantity's unit must be in meter. So these are two important points, that both the terms should be of same kind and same unit. Is that clear? Now the next point is, a ratio must be always expressed in its lowest term. We already discussed over this topic, over this point, that ratio is the smallest form of fraction. Ratio is the smallest form of fraction. So these are the important points related to the fraction. Now in the next video we will start some to solve some questions or exercises. Thank you. Our first question: express each of the following ratio in its simplest form. Means this form is not a simplest form of the ratio. So these questions we have to convert in its simplest form. This 2 years 9 months. Earlier we already discussed that the ratios, both the units and should be same, and their kind should be same also. 1 hour and 45 minutes, this is in its unit is in hours and its unit is in minute. So we have to convert these minutes into hours, or this hour into minute. This is 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So we have to convert 4 minutes into seconds, or seconds into minutes. This is 1 whole 1 upon 2, 2 whole 1 upon 2. These. So we have to convert their units simply. So we start the question number 1. I will solve some points. Remaining points you will solve by yourself. All the points are the same. Now we start exercise 11A, question number 1, part B, sub part first. This is 5 kilogram ratio 800 gram. In part second, 1 part B, sub part second. This is 30 centimeter and 2 meter. 30 centimeter ratio 2 meter. Let's start. This is 5 kilogram 200 gram. So we can convert 5 kilogram into grams or gram into kilogram. 1 kilogram consists of 1000 gram. It means 5 kilogram means 5000 gram. Ratio means divide. 800 gram. Now 5000 is in gram and 800 is in gram. Now one point you must have to keep in your mind, that ratio has no unit. Ratio has no unit. So now it will be unit in both the units will be cancelled, and 1 and 2 zeros will be cancelled there. It will be 50 upon 8. Now 50 upon 8 is not in its lowest term. Convert this value in its lowest term. We have to cancel these numbers by the common number. Common number means to cancel the antecedent and consequent both, means denominator and numerator both. So first of all, find their HCF. Means both the quantities will be cancelled by their HCF. So their HCF will be 2. Their HCF will be 2. Cancel these values by 2. 25 upon 4. 25 to the 50 and 4 to the 8. This is its lowest term, 5 kilogram and 800 grams. There is no unit. Ratio has no unit. Next point, 30 centimeter and 2 meter. 30 is already in centimeter, so we converted 2 meter in centimeter. So we will write 30 upon 2 centimeter means 200 meter. This is a centimeter, this is also in centimeter. Both the unit are cancelled, so unit ratio has no unit. 0 0 will be cancelled there. This will be 3 upon 20. This is the lowest form of these quantities. This is the lowest form of these quantities. It means this is the form of ratio. Now the next point. Now our next point, point 1, question 1, part C, sub part 1. This is 1 whole 1 upon 2 ratio 2 whole 1 upon 2. And third part is, its a third part is 2 whole 1 upon 3 ratio 3 whole 1 upon 2 ratio 1 whole 1 upon 4. First of all, this point, these terms are in the mixed fraction. So first of all, convert these terms into proper or improper. So these terms will be converted into improper fractions. 2 1 are 2 and 1 3. This is 3 upon 2 ratio 2 2 are 4 and 1 5. This is 5 upon 2. This ratio means divide. So simply we can write 3 upon 2 divide 5 upon 2. And you already know that when we convert, we change this division into multiplication, this number will be converted into its reciprocal form. Then this is 3 upon 2 into 2 upon 5. Now this 2 and 2 will be cancelled and 3 upon 5 will be remain there, and this will be the answer. In this question, first of all, convert these parts, these point steps, these terms into improper fraction. 3 2 are 6 and 1 7 upon 3 ratio 3 2 are 6 and 1 7 upon 3 ratio 4 1 are 4 and 1 5 upon 4. Now there are 3 terms. In this question there were only 2 terms, so simply we have solved this. In the 3 or 4 terms, we have to take the HCF of the denominators or second terms. So HCF of 3 3 4 is HCF. So sorry, LCM not HCF. We have to take the LCM of the denominator. So their LCM is 3 3 4's LCM is 3 4 are 12, 3 4 are 12, 4 3 are 12. It means LCM will be there 12. Now we multiply all the steps by 12. This is 7 upon 3 multiply by 12 ratio 7 upon 3 multiply by 12 ratio 5 upon 4 multiply by 12. 3 4 are 12, 3 4 are 12, 5 3 are 12. Simply solve this. It will be 7 4 are 28 ratio 7 4 are 28 ratio 5 3 are 15. This will be the answer of this question. So in such type of question, when the ratio has more than 2 steps, 2 terms, first of all we convert these terms in its improper form, then take the LCM of the denominators, multiply the LCM in the ratios, then solve. So this will be the answer of this question. Now next part is simply part C, sub part 4. This is x square ratio 4x. In the next question, fifth part, 2.5 ratio 1.5. Very simple parts are there. x square means what? X square means 2 times, means x is written there 2 times upon 4x, means 4x means 4 into x. X square means x is 2 times, 4x means 4 into x, then this x will be cancelled, then x upon 4 will be the answer. Simply x upon 4, x are cancelled. This is answer in this question. 2.5 upon 1.5. This antecedent has 1 decimal place. In this question, in this part, 1 decimal place also, means it's both the terms has 1 decimal place, so 1 decimal will be cancelled there. 25 upon 15, both the terms will be cancelled by 5, means by their HCF. So their HCF is 5 ja 25, 5 3 ja 15. This will be the answer. We can also write this 5:3, this x:4. We can also write in this way. This 25 upon 15, 5 upon 3. We can also write 5:3. Now very important question, question number 2. This question is, a field is 80 meters long and 60 meters wide. Find the ratio of its width to its length. Field is 80 meters long, means length is 80 meters. Width is 60 meters. Length is 80 meters and width is 60 meters. We have to find out the ratio of its width to length. Ratio. We have to find the ratio of its width to length. Width to length. So width to length means width to length. Width upon length. 0 0 will be cancelled. 2 3 ja 6 and 2 4 ja 8. 2 3 ja 6, 2 4 ja 8. 2 3 ja 6, 2 4 ja 8. Means ratio is 3:4. This is the answer. So the ratio of its width to length is 3:4. Now third question, is it true or false? This is true and false. Part 1, a ratio equivalent to 7:9 is 27:21. Means this is equal to this or not. So to check this, convert this into its lowest term. So when we convert this into its lowest term, we will divide this number by its HCF. Its HCF is 3. 3 9 ja 27 and 3 7 ja. This is 7:9, but after solving this, we are getting 9:7. Means both are not equal. This is false. Ratio equivalent to 5:4 is 240. Ratio 192. Convert this in its lowest term. You will get 5:4. If you get 5:4, then it is true, otherwise false. Ratio of 250 gram and 3 kilogram. This is 3 kilogram, this is gram. First of all, convert this gram into kilogram, this kilogram into gram, then you will get 3000 gram. Then 250 gram and 3000 gram. When you will convert 250 and 3000 in its lowest term, you will get 1:12. If you will get 1:12, then it is true, otherwise false. Now question number 4, the ratio of 15 kilogram and 35 gram. Ratio of 15 kilogram and 35 gram same as the ratio of 6 years and 14 years. Means this question number 4, is the ratio of 15 kilogram and 35 kilogram. Ratio of 15 kilogram and 35 kilogram is the same as the ratio of 6 year and 14 years. 15 kilogram and 35 kilogram. Its unit is kilogram. Both units are same. years and years. Both units are same also. So simply convert this ratio in its lowest term. 15 upon 35, its HCF is 5. Cancel by 5. 5 3 ja 15, 5 7 ja 35. Its ratio is 3:7. Now check this. This is 6 upon 14. Their HCF is 2. Cancel by 2. 2 3 ja 6, 2 7 ja 14. Means 3:7. So both the quantities, both the ratios are same. We will write here both the ratios are same. This is our answer. Question asked about that. Check both the ratios are same or not. Next question, question number 5. Is the ratio of 6 gram and 15 gram same as the ratio of 36 centimeter and 90 centimeter? This question is also the also the same as. Now question 6. Sixth question is, find the ratio between 3.5 meter, 475 centimeter and 2.8 meter. Simply we have to find out the ratio between them. So these terms we have to convert in their lowest term, lowest form, and also we have to change their units, because ratios main property is there, all the terms has same kind and same unit. All the terms should be same kind and same unit. Seventh question, find the ratio between 5 dozen and 2 scores. This is dozen and this is score. 1 dozen consists of 12 quantities, 12 items. 2 scores, 1 scores consists of 20 items or 20 numbers. It means we have to convert their units and find out their ratio, convert in its simplest form. So let's start question 6. The quantities are given there: 3.5 meter, 475 centimeter and 2.8 meter. First of all, convert this meter into centimeter, because this quantity is already given in centimeter. We can also convert this centimeter in meter. So all the 3 terms will be converted into meters. We can follow any one point. This is 3.5. To convert into centimeter, multiply by 100, because 1 meter consists of 100 centimeter. Ratio 475, this is already in centimeter. Ratio 2.8 multiply by 100. This, when we multiply 100 in this value, this will be 350. Ratio 475, ratio 280. Now cancel these quantities by the common number. So we will cancel by 5. 5 divided by 5. We can also write in such a way: 5 7 ja 35. Ratio 5 9 ja 45. Remainder is 2. This is 25. So 5 5 ja 25. 5 5 ja 25. 3 is remainder. This will be 30. 5 6 ja 30. This will be the ratio of these quantities. Similarly, the seventh question is, we have to find out the ratio between 5 dozen and 2 scores. 5 dozen means 5 into 12, because 1 dozen consists of 12 item, 12 numbers, upon 2 score means 2 into 20, because 1 score consists of 20. Simply you can cancel these numbers here. 5 4 ja and 4 3 ja. 5 1 ja 5 and 5 4 ja 20. So in the numerator, what is remainder? 5 1 ja 5 is cancelled. 1 into 12 upon 2 into 4. Now cancel this number. 4 1 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12. It means 1 into 3 there, and this is 2 into 1. 1 into 3 means 3 upon 2, and you can also write 3:2. This is the answer. You can solve this question by this process also. Both are the same process. In place of this, you can write 5 upon 5 into 12 upon 2 into 20 equal to multiply 5 12 5 jo 60, 20 2 jo 40, 0 0 cancel by 2, 2 3 jo 6, 2 2 jo 4, then this will be 3 ratio to. Both are the same methods, doesn't no issue in this. You can solve by any one method. This is the complete solution of exercise 11a. If you have any type of doubt in this exercise, watch the video 2-3 times. Your doubts will be cleared. Thank you. Students of class 6, now today we will start exercise 11b. First question. Our first question is, the monthly salary of a person is 12,000 and his monthly expenditure is 8,500. Find the ratio of his salary to expenditure. This is salary, this is expenditure. Expenditure to saving, this is expenditure, and to saving. What is the saving? Saving means the difference between earning and expenditure. Means when we subtract 8,500 from 12,000, means 3,500 will be the saving. So expenditure to saving and saving to salary means 3,500 to 12,000. So these answers we have to find out. So question number 1 we will solve there. 2 and 3 are the same questions also. Third question we will solve. Second question you will solve by yourself. Third question is, weekly expenses of a Y have increased from 1500 to 2250. It means his expenses have increased by 750 rupees. Find the ratio of increase in expenses to original. Increase means how much amount is increased. So 750 to the original is 1500. Original expense to increased after increment, how much amount he gets. So this amount, original 1500, and this is this, okay, 1500 to 2250. Then increased expenses means this is increased to increase. How much increase? 750 was increased there. So one by one, question 1 and 3 I am going to solve there. Second question you can solve by yourself. Now our first question is, so class 6 maths chapter 1 ratio exercise 11b, question number 1. First of all, what is given there? Salary. The salary is rupees 12,000. Expenditure is 8,500. So first of all, find out the saving. What will be the saving there? Means 12,000 minus 8,500. This will be 3,500 will be the saving. This is the saving. Now point 1, find out the ratio between salary to expenditure. Ratio salary to expenditure. Salary to expenditure. Salary is 12,000. Expenditure is 8,500. Salary to expenditure, 0 0 will be cancelled there. This is 120 upon 85. Cancel one by one. So first of all, cancel by 5. 5 with 2 is 10. 20 is remain. 5 4 is 20. 5 1 is 5. 5 7 is 35. Means this is 24 ratio 17. This is the ratio of salary to expenditure. Second point, expenditure to saving. Expenditure to saving. What is expenditure? 8,500. Saving 3,500. What is saving? Saving means how much amount he earns, subtract his expenditure, then saving will be there. 0 0 will be cancelled there. 85 upon 35 cancel by 5. 5 17 ja 85 and 5 7 ja 35 means 17:7. This is the ratio between expenditure to saving. Next is saving to salary. Our third point is saving to salary. What is saving? Saving is 3,500 and salary was there 12,000. 0 0 0 will be cancelled there. Cancel by 5. 7 5 ja 35. 5 2 ja 10 and 5 4 ja 20 means 7 ratio 24. This is the ratio between salary saving to salary. Saving to salary 7 ratio 24. Now the next question, that is third question is weekly expense of a boy have increased by 1500 from 1500 to 2250 means its original expenses. Its original expense was there 1500. Increase from 1500 to 2250, it means increase amount increase amount and increased after increased amount. After increased, that was 2250. So what is increase? Means after increment subtract the basic means 750. This is increased. After increase, this is increased, and this is basic means original. First point, find out the ratio between increase in expense to original expense. Increase in expense to original expense. Increase upon original. Increase is 750. Original was 1575. 2 ja 150 means 1 upon 2 equal to 1 ratio 2. This is the answer of part 1. Part 2 is original expense to increased. Original to increased. What is original? Original is original to increased. Original to increased. Original was there 1500, increased 2250. Cancel 0 0. This is 150 upon 225. Both the numbers will be cancelled by 25. 25 6 is 150. 25 9 ja 225. Now it can be cancelled by 3 also. 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9. It means 2 ratio 3. Now the next part, third, increased expenses to increase in expense. Increased to increase. Increased 2250 and increase 750. 0 0 will be cancelled there. Both the numbers will be cancelled by 25. 25 9 ja 225. 25 3 ja 75. 3 3 ja 9. 3 1 ja 3. This is 3 ratio 1. Means this is the answer of part third. Now question 4 of this exercise. Fourth question is reduce each of the following or ratios to their lowest term. Means if these quantities are not in its lowest term, this is not called ratio, because ratio is the number. Ratio is the also fraction, but in its lowest term. First of all, we convert this minutes into hours or this hours into minutes. Means unit must be same. Week and days. Week will be converted into days or days will be converted into week. So first of all, make the same unit, then convert into its lowest term. Point 3 and 5. I will solve there. Remaining part you will solve by yourself. Very simple points are there. Easily you can solve. Question number 4, part 3. Third part is 3 years, 4 month ratio 5 years and 5 month. First of all, convert all the units, all the numbers in month. 3 years means 1 year consists of 12 months, means 12 into 3, this is in month, plus 4 month. 12 years converted into month means 12 3 36 month, plus 4 month means 40 month. Ratio 5 years means 5 into 12, this is 12 5 ja 60 month plus 5 month. Okay, so now 12 3 ja 36 plus 4, ratio 60 plus 5. No need to write now these unit because both are same, will be cancelled. This is 40 ratio 65. Cancel by 5. You can write also in this manner that 40 upon 65. It will be cancelled by 5. 5 8 ja 40. 5 1 ja 5. 1 is a remainder. 5 3 ja 15. Means 8 ratio 13. This is question number 4 part 1. Now question number 4 part 5th. Part 5th is 5 kilogram 500 gram ratio 2 kilogram 750 gram. Convert these units in gram. 5 kilogram means 5000 gram, that is 5000 gram plus 500 gram also. Ratio 2000, 2 kilogram is 2000 gram plus 750 gram, means at them that will be 5500 gram ratio 2750 gram. Now write in this manner that will be easy to solve you. Now this 0 will be cancelled there. 550 275, both of the numbers can be cancelled by 25. 25 2 ja 50, 5 is remainder, so this is 50 again. 25 2 ja 50. Now 25 1 ja 25, 2 is remainder, that is 25, so 25 1 ja 25. Now 11 2 ja 22, this is 2 ratio 1. Now this is answer of this part and this is answer of this part. Now our next question, this is question number 5. The fifth question is, the numbers are in the ratio 9 ratio 2. If the smaller number is 320, find out the larger. Means very easy. This is 2 equal to 320, means 2x equal to 320. So x equal to 320 upon 2, 16 2 ja 32, means 160. Now find out the value of 9. Means 9 means 9x, this is 2x, then 9x equal to 9 into x means 9 into 160. So 16 9 ja 144, means 1440 will be the answer there. This question you will solve by yourself. This 2x equal to 320, x equal to 160, then 9x equal to this, and 1440 will be the answer there. Sixth question, bus travels 180 kilometer in 3 hours. 180 kilometer in 3 hours, and a train travels 450 kilometer in 5 hours. Find the ratio of speed train to ratio of speed of train to speed of bus. Train to bus, T to B. Train to bus means first of all we have to find out the speed of train, then find out the speed of bus. Train to bus. So find out the speed of train, then find out the speed of bus, then after we find out the ratio. So you know speed. What is speed? Speed equal to distance upon time. So speed of train will be distance upon time, means this will be 90 kilometer. and its speed equal distance upon time. So 6 3 18 means this will be 60 kilometer per hour. Now ratio train to speed of bus. Train to, this is train, this is bus, means 90 upon 60. So 3:2 will be the answer there. So this question you can also solve. Very easy question is this. This is seventh question you will solve. Students of class 6th, exercise 11B, question 8. Rohit goes to his school by car at 60 kmph and Manoj goes to the same by scooty at 40 kmph. If both live in same locality, find out the ratio between time taken by Rohit and Manoj. Means we have to find out the ratio between Rohit to Manoj to reach their school. So first of all, find out the time taken by Rohit and time taken by Manoj. Then find out their ratio. So let's start to solve this question. First of all, question number 8. We will solve for Rohit. Speed. Rohit's speed is 60 kmph. And distance is, suppose that the distance is same, both distance is same, so we consider x as the distance. Then time, to find out the time, distance, speed equal to distance upon time. Then to find out the time, change the side of the time and speed, then time will be distance upon speed. So we can use this formula here. Then time equal to x upon 60 r. This is the time taken by Rohit. Same to same solve for Manoj. Manoj speed equal to 40 kmph and distance is same, x kilometer. Time taken by Manoj, so time equal to distance upon speed, r. Now this is the time taken by Rohit and this is the time taken by Manoj. Now find out the ratio between them. Then ratio equal to Rohit, time taken by Rohit upon time taken by Manoj, equal to x upon 60 divided by x upon 40. When we convert this division into multiplication, this denominator will be converted into its reciprocal form. Then x upon 60 into 40 upon x will be cancelled there. 40 upon 60 means 0 will be cancelled. Both the numbers can be cancelled by 2. 2 2 4, 2 3 6. It means this is 2 ratio 3. This is the ratio between time taken by Rohit to time taken by Manoj. In this question, first of all, find out the time taken by Rohit to cover this distance, time taken by Manoj to cover this distance, then find out the ratio Rohit to Manoj. This will be the complete process for that question. Now start ninth question. Ninth question is, in a club having 360 members, 40 plays carom, 96 plays table tennis, 144 plays badminton, and the remaining members play volleyball. Total number of students members are 360. 40 for carom, 96 for tennis, 144 for badminton, and remaining student play volleyball. If no member play 2 or more games, it means all the members, each member play 1 game only. Find the ratio of members who play. First of all, distribute the number of members. Question number 9. Total number of members are 360. For carom, 40 students. For table tennis, 96 students. For badminton, 144 students, and remaining students play volleyball. Remaining students for volleyball equal to 360 total students. Subtract these students, means 4 plus 96 plus 144. Subtract these students, these players, from total players, total members. Then the player of volleyball equal to 360 minus, add them, 4 and 6 10, 0, 4 and 9 13, and 4 17, and 1 18, carry 1 and 1 2, 280. Now subtract from 360, 0 minus 0, 6 80, 16 minus 8, 8, and this only 8 members. So now the distribution of members are: total number of members 360, player for carom 40, for table tennis 96, badminton 144, and volleyball players are 80. Now point 1, first point is carom to the number of those who play badminton, means carom to badminton. Carom to badminton equal to, how many members are there for carom? 40 upon, for badminton 144. Cancel, it will be cancelled by 4. Both the numbers will be cancelled by 4. 4 1 ja 4, 10 4 ja 40, and then 4 3 ja 12, 2 is remain, so this is 24. 4 6 ja 24, both will be cancelled by 2 again. 2 5 ja 10, and 2 18 ja 36. It means this will be 5:18. This is the answer of point 1. Point 2, second point is badminton to the number of those who play table tennis, means badminton to table tennis. Badminton to table tennis equal to badminton 144, for table tennis 96. Both the numbers can be cancelled by 12. 12 12 ja 144, and 96, 12 8 ja 96, both can be cancelled by 4. 4 3 ja 12, 4 2 ja 8. It means a ratio between these members 3:2. This is the second point. Third point, table tennis to the number of those who play volleyball, means table tennis to volleyball. And fourth one, volleyball to the number who play other games. This third point, table tennis to volleyball. You can find out this. Fourth, volleyball to who plays other games, means except volleyball. How many members plays other games? So except volleyball, first of all find out the members who play remaining 3 games, then find out the ratio. These 2 points you will solve by yourself. Now question number 10. 10th question is, the length of a pencil is 18 centimeter and its radius is 4 centimeter. Find out the ratio of its length to its diameter. Diameter means just double of the radius. Diameter equal to 2 into r. Diameter is just double of radius. It means diameter of this pencil will be 4 into 2. It means diameter is 8 centimeter and length is 18 centimeter. So simply this question will be solved as length to its diameter, means length to diameter means 18 upon 8. Cancel the numbers. 18 upon 8 will be 9 upon 4. Then 9 upon 4 will be the answer. This question will be solved by yourself. Question number 11. A ratio of the distance of the school from A's home and from B's home is 2:1. Means if the distance from A is 2 kilometer, then distance from B will be 1 kilometer. Means from A, the distance is just double of B. Who lives nearer to the school? Means B lives nearer to the school. B is just a half of A. Compare the following table. Distance in kilometers from A and distance from B's home. So if A is 4, A is just double of B, it means B will be 2 kilometer. B is 9, so A will be 18 kilometer. A is 8, so B will be just a half of 8, means 4 kilometer. Then B is 8, A will be just double of 8, 8 to just 16 kilometer. This is 6, so this will be 3. This question will be filled in your book only. Question number 12. The student teacher ratio in a school is 45:2. Means students are 45x, teachers are 2x. So first of all you will write students equal to 45x, teacher equal to 2x. If there are 4050 students, means the value of students means 45x equal to 4050. So x values will be there. First of all find out the value of x, then find out the number of teachers. So simply multiply the x to 2, then number of teachers will be 2x. So 2 into what is the value of x, multiply, then you will get the answer of number of teachers. This is the complete solution of exercise 12. These questions you will solve by yourself. If you have any type of doubt in these questions or in this exercise, watch the video 2-3 times, doubt will be clear. If your doubt will not clear still, then write your doubt with your question on WhatsApp. Your doubt will be cleared soon. Thank you. Students of class 6th, exercise 11C. In this exercise, we have to distribute the given amount in ratio. Question 1. Rupees 1 to 20 is to be distributed between Hari and Gopi in the ratio 5:3. Means the partition of Hari is 5 and part of Gopi is 3. Total part is 8, means 5 plus 3 equal to 8. So this is the complete part, means this is the value, this is called 5x, 3x equal to 8x. This is the complete value and this is the complete value. It means 8x equal to 120 and x will be 15. This is the value of x. Now place the value here. Then first part will be 5 into 15, 75. Part of Hari will be 75 and part of Gopi will be 3 into 15, means 45. This question solved by yourself in proper manner. Question number 2. Divide 72 in the ratio 2 whole 1/2 to 1 whole 1/2. This is the ratio. Complete value is 72, means 72 we have to distribute in this ratio. First of all we will convert this mixed fraction in improper fraction, then after we will distribute. So let's start this question. Third question you will solve by yourself. Fourth question I will give you question 2 and question 4. Question 1 and 3 you will solve by yourself because both are the same question and 2 and 4 are the same question. So all the 1, 2, 3, 4 questions are the same. Let's start question number 2. So question number 2 is the amount is 72. Amount is rupees 72. A ratio is given there 2 whole 1/2 to 1 whole 1/2. Convert this ratio in mixed fraction. 2 2 4 and 1 5/4. 2 2 2 1 2 and 1 3/2. This is the complete value 72. So add them. First part part 1, part first equal to 5 upon 2x and part second equal to 3 upon 2x. Both part means 5 upon 2x plus 3 upon 2x equal to, this is LCM is 2, then this is 5x plus 3x means 5 and 3 8x upon 2 equal to 4x. This is the complete value. 4x and 72 is the complete value. It means the value of 4x is equal to 72. Then value of x equal to 72 upon 4. 4 1 ja 4 and 4 8 ja 32. This is the value of x. Now first part. So part first equal to 5x upon 2 means 5 upon 2 into x. X is 18 equal to 2 9 ja 18 means 5 into 9 equal to 9 5 ja 45 rupees. This is the part first. And part second part equal to, that is 3 upon 2x means 3 upon 2 into x equal to 2 9 ja 18 means 3 into 9 equal to 27 rupees. This is the answer. Part 1 is 45 rupees and part second is 27 rupees. Our question was there 72 rupees we have to distribute in this ratio. First of all, we will convert the ratio in improper fraction. Then this is the first part, this is the second part. So part 1 is this. Take the x with them, add both the ratios, it will be 8x upon 2 means 4x. So this is the complete value, and complete value is equal to 72. It means 4x is equal to 72. Value of x is 18. Put the value of x here and here also. So part first will be 45 rupees and part second will be 27 rupees. Now next question, question number 4. Fourth question is, divide 10,400. Amount is 10,400 rupees in the ratio ABC, ratio A, ratio B, ratio C is equal to 1 upon 2, ratio 1 upon 3, ratio 1 upon 4. These are the part of A, B and C. First of all, add them, means A plus B plus C equal to, means 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 3x plus 1 upon 4x equal to, its LCM will be 12. 2 6 ja and 6 1 ja 6x plus 3 4 ja 12, 4 1 ja 4x plus 4 3 ja 12 and 3 1 ja 3x equal to, this will be 13x upon 12. This is the complete part, and this complete part is equal to 10,400, means 13x upon 12 is equal to 10,400. So 13x equal to 10,400 multiplied by 12, then x equal to 10,400 multiplied by 12 upon 13. 13 8 ja 104, 13 8 ja 104. This 104 and 00 means the value of x equal to 13 8 ja 00 into 12 means 813 ja 10,400. This is the value of x. Now 12 8 ja 96, 9,600 is the value of x. Now part of A. So A gets 1 upon 2 means 1x upon 2 equal to 1 upon 2 into x. X is 9,600. Divide 9,600 by 2. 2 4 ja 8. 1 is remain means 16. So 2 8 ja 16. 4,800 rupees is the part of A. Part of B, 1 upon 3x equal to 1/3 into 9600. This will be 3 3 is 9, 3 2 is 6, means 3200. Part of C, 1/4x equal to 1/4 into 9600 equal to 4 2 is 8 and 4 4 is 16, 2400. This is the complete answer of question number 4. You can solve this question in by another method also, that is simply the LCM of denominator is 12. So you can solve this question by this method also, that is their LCM of denominator is 12 simply. So it can be 1/2 into 12 ratio 1/3 into 12 ratio 1/4 into 12. It will be 2 6 means 6 ratio 3 4 ja 4 ratio 2 3 ja 3, means the ratio will be there 6/4 3. Now taking this 6 for 10 and 3 13, so the value of 13x equal to 10,400, x will be 9600. Then part of A equal to 9600 multiply by 6x equal to 9600. Then part of A equal to 9600 by 3, and part of B equal to, this is 96/6. This is the value of x. Then each part will be there. This is 6 for 10 13. It will not 10,000 9600, simply x will be there 800. So first part of A equal to 800 into 6, then 4800. Part B will be there 4 into 800 32. C 3 into 800, means this process you can also use. So from these two process you can use any one process. Now next question, question number 5. The fifth question is profit of rupees 2500 is to be shared among 3 persons in this ratio 6 9 10. How much does each person get? Means total amount is there 2500 and ratio is this. So first of all add them, 15 plus 25x, then 25x equal to 500, means this is x is 100. Now part of this 100 into 6 means 600, part of this 900, part of this 1000 rupees, and this will be the complete answer. Solve this question in proper manner. This is only explanation of this part. Question number 6. Sixth question is the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3:7:8. Find the greatest and the smallest angle. In any type of angle, in any type of triangle, there are 3 angles. So let's start the question number 6. Our sixth question is ratio of angles. Ratio is already given. Ratio is 3 ratio 7 ratio 8, and you know the sum of all the 3 angles is 360 degree, means the sum of angles is 180 degree, not 360. That is the sum of quadrilateral. Sum of all the 3 angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Now this is the smallest angle, this is the greatest angle. So smallest angle is 3x, and 3x means first of all add the numbers, that will be 3 10 18. Find out the value of x. Okay, greatest angle equal to 8x, Now we have to find out the value of x first. So to find the value of x, that is sum means 3 plus 7 plus 8 means 10, 18x equal to 18. 180 degree means x equal to 18 banja 18, 10 degree. This is the value of x. Use the value of x. So smallest angle equal to 3x and greatest angle equal to 8x. This will be 8 into 10 equal to 80 degree, and this is 3 into 10 equal to 30 degree. This is the greatest angle, this is the smallest angle. So simply to solve this question, first of all find out the sum, because this sum is 180 degree. So sum of angles, cancel this line here. Sum of angles 3, 7, 8 means 18x equal to 180 degree. The value of x will be 10 degree. Then greatest angle is 8x. So 80 degree. Smallest angle is 3x. So 30 degree. This is the solution of part question 6. Now question number 7. Seventh question is, the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 3 to 4. The ratio is given there 3 to 4. If the perimeter of the triangle is 27 centimeter, find out the length of each side. Length of each side. Perimeter is 27. You know what is the perimeter? Perimeter means sum of all the sides of the triangle. So perimeter is already given, means this is the sum of the value. This is the ratio. First of all find out the ratio sum. That will be 2, 3 to 4 means 9. So 9x equal to 27, x equal to 3. Then 3 3 is 9, 3 2 is 6, 3 4 is 12. So 9, 6, 12 will be the sides of the triangle. So you can solve this question. Question number 8. In an alloy of zinc and copper weight 12 whole 1/2 kg, if in the alloy the ratio of zinc and copper, first of all the value is zinc, then copper. So a ratio of zinc and copper is 1:4. Means if zinc is 1 kilogram, copper will be 4 kilogram. Zinc is 8 kilogram, copper will be 8 4 ja 32 kilogram. Find out the weight of copper. Zinc and copper weight, this is the complete weight. This is the complete weight of an alloy. So this is the total. Find out the total of this ratio. Means 1 plus 4 equal to 5, x equal to this. First of all find out the value of x. So let's start this question. Question number 8. Eighth question is, the total weight of an alloy. Weight is 12 kilogram 1/12 whole 1/2 kilogram. It means 12 2 is 24 and 125/2 kilogram. Ratio is given. Ratio is zinc to copper. Zinc to copper. Zinc, Zn. This is the symbol of zinc and Cu is the symbol of copper. In chemistry you will read later. And then zinc is 1/4. So sum 1 plus 4 equal to 5x means 1x plus 4x equal to 5x. This 5x is equal to 25/2. Then value of x 5 5 ja 25. Then x will be 5/2. This is the value of x. Question ask about the weight of copper. Then weight of Cu equal to, what is Cu? Cu is 4 means 4x equal to 4 into 5/2. 4 into 5/2. 4 5 ja 20/2 equal to 10 kilogram. This is the answer. Copper is 10 kilogram. So zinc will be 2.5 kilogram or 2 whole 1/5 kilogram. This question can be solved in other manner also, by other method also, that is simply write down zinc is 1x, copper is 4x, The sum is 12 whole 1 upon 2 means 25 upon 2 equal to 5x. Then x will be 5 upon 2. Then Cu equal to 5 upon 2 into 4. That will be 10 kilogram. So this is the another method also. So you can follow any type of method. No issue about the method now. Question number 9. Our ninth question is, how will 31,500 be distributed between A, B, C if A gets the double of what B gets? A gets double of what B gets and B gets double of what C gets. So what is the part of C? So let the part of C is x. Then B will be double of C means 2x. Then A will be double of B means 4x, double of B, and total value is 31,500. Question number 10. 81,000 will be distributed in between three children, among three children. This question you can solve. Now listen, question number 9. Ninth question is, the distributable amount is 31,000. Distributable amount is 31,500 rupees. Our question is, A gets the double of what B gets, B gets double of what C gets. Then part of C is rupees x. Part of B, just double of C. C's value is x. Then just double of means multiply by 2x means 2x. Part of A, just double of B means just double of B means 4x. Now the sum of these values, sum is x plus 2x plus 4x means 4 to 6 and 1 7x. Then sum is also equal 31,500, then 7x. Then value of x equal to 31,500 divided by 7. 7 4 ja 28, 3 is remainder means 35, 7 5 ja 35 and double 0. This is the value of x. Now we have to find out the part of each. So part of A equal to 4x means 4 into 4,500 equal to 0 0 4 5 ja 20 carry 2 4 4 ja 16 and 2 18 rupees. Part of B means B gets 2x means 2 into 4,500 equal to 45 2 ja 90 means 9,000. Part of C is x means simply 4,500 rupees. These are the different values means part of A, B and C. In this question simply we have to solve. Complete amount is 31,500. Part of C is x, so part of B will be just double of x means double of B, double of C, sorry. Part of A, just double of B means 2 times of B. B is 2x, so 4x. These are the part of ABC. Now total value is 7x and total value is already given 31,500. It means 31,500 will be equal to 7x. Value of x will be 4,500. Now A gets 4x means 4 into x 18,000. B gets 2x 2 into x 9,000. C gets x means 4,500. This is the solution of question number 9. Your exercise 11C is completed. If you have any type of doubt in this exercise, watch the video 2-3 times. Doubt will be clear. If your doubt will not clear, then you can write on the group. Your doubt will be clear soon. Thank you. Students of class 6, now exercise 11D. In this exercise we have to compare the given ratios. How to compare the given ratios? Simply multiply first numerator to second denominator and second numerator to first denominator. If this multiplication, this product is greater than this, then this number will be, means this ratio will be greater than this. So to suppose that to solve this question, this is 8 into 9 or 5 into 15. So this is 72 and 15 5 ja 75. Which is greater? This is greater. So in this product 75, numerator was there 5. It means this ratio will be greater. So this is the simply comparison. So in this question 1 part second I will solve with this part, you will solve by yourself. In this part I will solve question number 1 and 2. Let's start. Exercise 11D, question number 1, part 2. Part 2 is 3 upon 7 or 6 upon 13. Which ratio is greater? Simply 3 into 13 or 6 into 7. This is 13 3 ja 39 or 6 7 ja 42. 42 is greater than 39. So here 39 is less than 42. It means in this product of 42, which was the numerator 6 means 6 upon 13 is greater than 3 upon 7. This is the answer only. Question number 2, part 2. This is which ratio is smaller? Question number 2, which ratio is smaller? So 7 upon 15 or 15 upon 32. In this question, simply multiply 7 to 32 or 15 to 15. 7 2 ja 14, carry 1, 7 3 ja 21 and 1 22 or 15 ja 225. This 225 is greater, means 224 is less than 225. In this 225, what was the numerator? 15 was the numerator there. It means 15 upon 32 is greater than 7 upon 15. This is the answer of this question. Question number 3. Third question. Increase 95 in the ratio 5 upon 8. Means 95 we have to increase in the ratio 5 upon 8. Decrease 275 in the ratio 7 upon 11. So in such type of question, if we have to increase the given value, so to increase the given value, we have to form the greater ratio. Greater ratio means numerator should be greater than denominator. Means simply we will multiply 95 by 8 upon 5 to increase. If we have to decrease this number, so our ratio will be there 5 upon 8 instead of 8 upon 5. Similarly, in this question, 275 decrease by in the ratio 11 ratio 7. So to decrease the number, simply we will multiply by 275 will be multiplied by 7 upon 11. To decrease, ratio will be smaller. To increase, ratio will be greater. So these are the same question. In the question number 5th and 6th, the 5th question is decrease 850. In this ratio, first of all, we will decrease the number. Then increase the result in the ratio 5 upon 9. Similarly, question number 6, 7, 8. These 4 questions are same. I'll solve question 5th. In this question 3rd. Remaining 4, 6, 7, 8 you will solve by yourself. So now let's start question number 3. So now third question. This is increase 95 in the ratio 5 up ratio 8. So 95 increase in the ratio 5 ratio 8. We have to increase this value is simply 95 into 8 upon 5 equal to cancel 95 by 5, 5 1 ja 5, 4 is remain, 5 9 ja 45, means 19 5 ja 95 into 8. Now 19 8 ja 152. This is the answer. Question number fifth question is decrease 850 in the ratio 17 ratio 6, means 850 we have to decrease. So decreased value, first of all write decreased value equal to 850 multiplied by 6 upon 17. This value we have to decrease, so numerator should be less than the denominator. Equal to 17 5 ja 85, 17 5 ja 85 and 0 into 6 means 5 6 ja 3300. Now this is the resulted value. Then increase the result in the ratio 5 upon 9. So now increased result, increased value equal to, this is 300 and ratio was there 5 upon 9. So we have to increase the value, so simply make the ratio in the way that numerator is greater than denominator. Cancel the number, 5 6 ja 30 and 0 multiply by 9, 69 ja 9 6 ja 54, so this is 540. This is the answer of this question. Similarly, question 4, 6, 7 and 8 you will solve by yourself. And now remaining question number 9, ninth question. 9 and 10 both are the same question. The number 650 is decreased to 500. 650 is decreased to 500, means now the value was there 650, it has decreased to 500. In the ratio A ratio B, find out the value of A ratio B. Same to same the 10th question. The number 800 is increased just opposite from 9th. 800 increased to 960. 800 is a smaller value and it is increased to 960. In the ratio A ratio B, so we have to find out the value of A ratio B. So simply we will write 650 as numerator and 500 as denominator, because greater value has increased to smaller value. So question number 9, value are 650 and 500, means 650 decreased to 500. Then A ratio B equal to, cancel this number, this will be cancelled by 5, 13 ja and 5 10 ja, then this will be 13 ratio 10. Simply this is the answer. Same to same question number 10, very simple question. This is 800 is increased, means A upon B equal to 800 upon this 960. 0 0 will be cancelled, both the numbers will be cancelled by 16 5 ja and 16 6 ja. This is 5 ratio 6. This is the answer of this question. So this is your complete solution of 11D. If you have any type of doubt in this exercise, watch the video 2-3 times. Your doubt will be cleared. If doubt is not clear, then write on the WhatsApp group. Doubt will be clear soon at the WhatsApp. Thank you.